I've never been one to run from controversy. In fact, some people think wherever I go, I'm the source of it. So let's talk about why I'm here and how it happened. Buckle up. This story begins before I ever returned to WWE. Raw was in Chicago and my old friend Bailey invited me to stop by. Before I was asked to leave, Bailey and I reminisced about her time in NXT, which gave me an idea. If I was going to sign another WWE contract, sure, I wanted to main event WrestleMania, but that wasn't enough. I wanted to create real, permanent change, a legacy. After I signed, I went to the PC and met the men and women there. They had all the talent in the world, but once they left NXT, they were at the mercy of the corporate overlords who didn't give a damn about their stories, their abilities, or what they had done to get to that point. Year after year, NXT would build stars only to have them stolen by the so-called main roster and then tossed aside. If NXT management wasn't going to do anything about it, I was. NXT was the voiceless who needed my voice. With Bailey on board, we recruited Kevin Owens and the NXT roster and we started a movement. Powerful and permanent change. A legacy. And now with Triple H and the board's blessing, thanks, Paul! We not only have a seat at the table, but the chance to smash that table to pieces. It wasn't easy getting to this point. Friendships broken. Lies were told. Sacrifices had to be made. The night of the big invasion, I had to listen to the start of my own revolution as I lay on the concrete floor pretending to be a victim. All I could do was smile on the inside, knowing that my mutiny had begun. As that mutiny unfolded, I even had most of the locker room and the WWE Universe thinking Triple H was on our side. Crazy, right? Or is it? Unfortunately, for the plan to work, I couldn't be upfront with certain individuals, namely the now former Unity champions. I sent you on a fool's errand to run yourself ragged going after a made-up NXT Mutiny title that we didn't give a damn about. Oops. Sorry about that. I had you chase Io Sky all over the world just to have you end up destroying the WWE archives worse than Mutiny would have. At least you got some frequent flyer miles. You two used to date, right? Well, consider this a classic breakup. There were some lies, some cheating, and when I didn't need you anymore, I dumped your pathetic asses. Maybe someday you'll understand why I did what I did. But for now, just know that it was for the greater good. When Mutiny reaches its endgame, I will leave WWE not only better, but entirely different than it was when I arrived. And that's a change that was long overdue. So anyone else out there who's on the fence, I implore you to do what's right and get on board the NXT Mutiny Revolution now. Because after Survivor Series, you do not want to be on the wrong side of history.
I wanted to get the four of us together after everything that happened with Punk. How are you two holding up?
Not great. Definitely didn't see that one coming.
No one did. Punk had us all doubting Triple H. Turns out he was just trying to divert attention away from himself the entire time.
Punk said this was like a breakup, and it feels that way.
It reminds me of when we split up, actually.
But ultimately, you must have mended fences to get to this point, right?
Yeah, it took time. But eventually we realized we worked better as friends.
Well, I don't think we have a lot of time, unfortunately. But maybe you can use that experience. You don't need Punk. You never did. You have each other.
I guess you're right. But even though we have each other, we still need help if we're going to defeat Mutiny at Survivor Series.
I know you couldn't trust anyone in the locker room before, but now you don't really have a choice. And besides, in the time since Mutiny formed, certain individuals have proven their loyalty to our side. We should start there.
Keep in mind, these superstars will compete for us in the best-of-3 series. Everything is at stake, including our livelihoods and the future of WWE. So choose carefully.
Which brand do you want to go recruit first?
I'll start on Raw, talking to superstars from the men's division.
Okay. You have our full support.
Hey, Yus. How you holding up after Punk's backstab?
Just keeping my head down and my fists ready. Planning the next punch. It's chaos out there.
Chaos? Bro, it's a straight-up betrayal. And I'm not even talking about Punk. Everyone around here is just kicking back, watching mutiny rip through this place. Like, where's the loyalty?
I hear that. It'd be nice if a few more of our heavy hitters were taking a stand.
You talking about someone like Roman? He always thinks these squabbles are beneath him, but it's not as bad as Triple H and the higher-ups giving mutiny a free pass. Now that's messed up.
Well, if anyone might have a certain high-ranking member of the board on speed dial, it'd be you.
Try. Man, Barack's caught up in that Hollywood glam. Can't see past the box office. He's been wearing a suit too long. We see mutinies tearing down WWE, and he sees ratings and dollar signs.
No big deal. We're built for this fight. We just gotta be ready to throw down.
Yeet. Look, Oos, if you want me, I'm all in for being a part of Team WWE at Survivor Series. I'll do whatever it takes to stop mutiny in their tracks.
We need all the help we can get. I'm thinking we can get you and Jimmy on board. Have you been in touch with him lately?
It's just, with Jimmy, man, it's complicated. We ain't been right for a minute. You sure you need me to do that?
Families are complicated. Let me think about it and weigh my options. I'll get back to you if it's the right move.
Yeet.
Pierce told me you and your partner are the ones to talk to about Survivor Series. Well, there's no need for a big discussion. I'm in.
That sounds a lot more like a demand than a request.
It's not a demand. It's the way you're gonna win. If there's a man in WWE who can tear down CM Punk and everything he represents, it's me.
I'm not even sure you could draw him out, though. Punk's been hiding down in Orlando, surrounded by his army of followers. It's a fortress.
Brother, trolling cowardly moron Punk is one of the great joys in my life. I'll get him so mad, he won't be able to resist coming out of his spider hole.
How are you going to do that? It's going to take more than simple name-calling.
Okay. Remember when Punk had a midlife crisis and became a failed MMA fighter?
Yep. Not his finest hour.
Nope. And you know he just lies awake at night, stewing in his failure. Now you put me on your Survivor Series team, I'm gonna revisit his little foray into MMA to show him how a real fighter takes care of business.
Damn. That would drive Punk nuts.
So what do you say? Ready to roll with me all the way through Survivor Series?
That's a strong argument, Drew. But Punk has a lot of enemies, and there's a long line of people in WWE who want a piece of him. Let me talk to everyone who wants in, and we'll make a decision.
Talk to whoever you want, but you best make the call soon.
I was wondering when you were going to show up.
Cody? I didn't expect to see you here.
Why? Expecting some lackey to encourage you to get into some live event matches? There's no time for that. NXT is in jeopardy. We need to push back against mutiny now. I hear you're putting together the team for Survivor Series. I want in.
And you'd be a heck of an addition. But I'm surprised to see you this fired up about NXT.
It's not just a brand. It's the future of the entire industry at stake. If Mutiny wins this war, you can forget about NXT being the place that nurtures and develops the next generation of superstars. This whole mutiny is about one thing: nurturing and developing CM Punk. Seeing NXT like this, I can't and won't stand idly by.
That's my kind of fire. Any ideas what parts of Mutiny you want to torch first?
I'm not one to play games, so I'd say we need to take the fight right to the top.
Punk's a coward, but he's too smart to step into the ring with you.
KO isn't, so I'll take the fight to him. If we destabilize Owens, we start chipping away at Mutiny's foundation. NXT's future is ticking away. Let me do this.
Nobody doubts your drive, but I need to be sure I'm making decisions for the right reasons.
Choosing someone else might seem safer, but it's a mistake. The clock's ticking, and every moment we hesitate, Mutiny gets stronger. I'm ready to do what needs to be done.
I hear you. I'll let you know.
Hey, we haven't had the chance to talk since everything happened with Punk. What a shame. If only Becky and I had won those Unity titles from you.
What difference would that have made?
Punk would have been too scared of us to make that kind of move, and WWE would be in a much better position right now.
Punk made that move because he was scared of me and my partner. You know, the team that beat you and your better half.
Okay, look, we're on the same side here. And we're playing checkers while Punk is playing chess. Not to mention rewriting history. He just proclaimed Big E as the first NXT champion, inspiration to current champ Trick Williams and the real architect of NXT.
Wait, Big E's with Mutiny now?
No, Punk's just using his name to rile me up. First NXT champion? That's me. And architect of NXT? Punk is slapping my legacy in the face.
So, this is about your pride getting hurt. And I thought you were actually here to fight for WWE, not just patch up your bruised ego.
Why can't it be both? I'll tell you what, I'm heading to NXT to put on a show and remind everyone who laid the first brick. We need that kind of fire and history in our corner at Survivor Series. I've got the plan and the passion. Let me bring that fight to the best of 3 series.
You want in on Survivor Series? How do I know you'll still be committed after you've gone and made your point at NXT?
Because I had an issue with Punk long before all this. I won't get tired of fighting him anytime soon. And I might be fighting my battles, but I'll also be winning us the war. So what do you say?
I hear you, Seth, but I need to weigh all our options. I'll get back to you.
Don't take too long. Every day that passes is another day Punk has the upper hand. We need to strike fast. I refuse to sit on the sidelines when my legacy's at stake.
Understood.
I've been thinking, Oos. If reaching out to Jimmy will help, I'll do it. You were right. This is too important to let anything stand in the way.
Appreciate that, Jay. Actually, that might be exactly what we need. The two of you together could turn the tide for Team WWE. Let's get them on board.
Yeet. Let's show Munity what real unity looks like.
What do you want, Oos? Because whatever it is, I don't have time for it.
Look, man, I just want to talk.
Talk? Bro, after everything that's gone down between us, you really think we still got things to hash out?
Listen, it's about mutiny, man.
Then why don't you go chat up the Rock? Final boss can be that final hero.
I tried, bro. Rock's too wrapped up in his own world to deal with this. But this ain't about him. It's us, Oos. I need you to help take down mutiny.
You need me? Can't rebuild the bridge you already burned. This isn't like when we were kids fighting over the TV remote. It's real.
I know, but I wish it was that simple. Back then, we could throw down and be good after. All it took was a quick scrap and we're straight.
Yeah, I'd beat you up until Mom turned the hose on us.
Beat me up? Big bro, I remember laying you out until she cooled us off.
Is that right? Well, Mom ain't here now, and I got time before the show starts. How about we get in the ring and see who really needs saving?
Oh, it's on, Oos.
Yo, that felt right. Like old times. Clearing the air with the fight. Felt good putting all that stuff behind us.
For real, man. And hey, I'm sorry for not having your back with all that family stuff a few months ago.
Nah, I wasn't even upset about that. I was angry about, well, something. You know, I can't even remember what it was this time. Are you sure you weren't mad at me?
I don't think so. But maybe. Look, with our history, I'm sure one of us had heat with the other one for a legit reason.
Well, it's squashed now. And you know, if we can show up in the ring together, take on Mutiny side by side, maybe Rock will realize that it's time to put family first, not just the cash flow. That would really put the nail in Mutiny's coffin.
Yeet. But first things first, we gotta get our groove back. Let's line up a tag match. Knock off any rust.
I'm down, Oos. Let's remind everyone why we're the baddest tag team in the game.
And here we go. While we don't know exactly what sparked this Usos reunion, given their history, it must be something significant.
Absolutely, Michael. These brothers have had their share of conflicts, and they don't take more than just an olive branch and a greeting card to keep them on the same page.
And if they're not, we could be looking at a very short-lived reunion. The Usos are explosive together, but just as volatile when things go south.
A great display of confidence, but he doesn't want to give his opponent added motivation. And another one.
And into the turnbuckle he goes.
Elbow drop. He's headed up high. From the top. Elbow drop. Good Lord.
Right into the pin.
What the heck is this manager doing looking under the ring? He can't be acting like this. Akam found himself in the wrong place there.
Jay doing whatever it takes there to protect his seat at the table.
Brought in the hard way.
There's a lot of hard ways to land, but that might be the hardest.
That's right. Put your ones up in the air for main event Jey Uso.
Going down low, nasty uppercut.
And here is Jey Uso forced out of the ring. Jey taking his offense to the top rope.
To the sky! And does not get it.
Placed against the turnbuckles. And Jey reverses. Oh, kick right in the face.
He is getting rid of the turnbuckle pad. Don't say that too loud, Saxon. You might get caught.
Connects. Saw it coming. Uh-oh. Has an answer for Akam. Oh, what a kick to the face.
Oh, my God.
Right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot.
His body is dealing with a lot of stress here.
Yeah, things could turn even worse soon if there isn't a tag on the horizon.
The communication between these two is evident by that move.
Brought in the hard way. That's got to be demoralizing. Being thrown around like that by a superstar a fraction of your size?
Making a mockery of your opponent could eventually backfire. Looking to get airborne here.
To the sky. Oh, my God.
Just mounted with punches and not... Oh, a nasty stop to finish it off.
Tosses him back in now.
He's in his clutches. Samoan drop.
Tags into the match. The ref continues to count. Real risk of things ending right now.
Back in just under the wire.
Back suplex into the neck breaker. And now going for the victory.
Is this it?
He decides this isn't the moment.
Hope he doesn't miss his chance because of this choice.
And he gets directed in. Tag is made. This could be the beginning of the end. Jimmy and Jay lining it up. Here it comes. 1D. One and done.
Terrible position for Akron.
And going for the pin.
And they score the win. What a tag match.
Here are your winners. The team of Jimmy Uso and Jay Uso.
WWE Universe, you just saw the return of the Usos, and we lit up that ring. Ain't nobody can throw down like we do. But tonight was about more than just a reunion. It's about sending a message.
You know it, Oos. We put our issues aside because there's a bigger battle to fight against mutiny. But if we're gonna win the battle, we need the heaviest hitters. So I'm calling you out. Rock, where you at, man? You out there making movies, chasing that spotlight? While we're here fighting to save the company that made you. It's time to come back down to earth and pick a side, cuz.
But it's not just the final boss. We need every single superstar out there. Mutiny thinks they can break us down, turn us against each other. We're not having it. It's time for all of us in WWE to come together. Shut them down.
Survivor Series is coming, and it's our chance to show the world what we're really about. We're calling everyone to the front line. Let's make a stand together.
So let's lace up, step up, and throw down. It's time to shut down mutiny. Remind them and everyone else, when you mess with one of us, you mess with all of us.
Yeet!
Jay, phenomenal speech out there. Really stirring stuff. You actually inspired me to mend fences with my cousin after he married my ex. Funny story, I didn't know she was my ex until the wedding. I thought we were going to a retirement party. I guess we were. Just more a retirement for our marriage.
Cool story, Troy.
Point is, Mutiny was inspired by your promo too. Word is, CM Punk is sending 3 of his top guys to take you down in a match next week.
3 on 2, huh? That sounds about right for Punk.
It's more than just numbers. I'd say he's aiming to shut down your little Usos reunion for good. All this unity talk, rallying the roster, trying to get The Rock involved, it's making them less than pleased. They want to break your spirit. And your bodies. It doesn't help that you'll be outnumbered.
Then it sure would be nice if our cousin The Rock would show up and even the odds. Family's supposed to have your back, right?
Clearly, I'm not the best person to ask when it comes to cousins, but I think in general, yes, that's true.
Then maybe you can send Rock a message. Let him know it's serious and we need some backup.
I'll send the word up the chain. No guarantees. I only have access to his assistant's assistant, but I'll stress how critical the situation is. Maybe it'll push him to take a stand.
It's about time he did.
When you're in a 2-on-3 handicap match, strategy is everything. The Usos need to outthink and outmaneuver their mutiny opponents.
And cross their fingers and hope for a miracle. Sometimes that's the only thing that can help in these situations.
The Usos' incredible chemistry should help too. We'll see if it's enough. Ooh! Bam! Oof! Solid punch. Right in the jaw.
Ugh, what a shot. Ooh, man!
Oof! Nails the midsection. suplex.
Down for the pin. Not quite there yet.
Optimistic thinking on that pin attempt. Being sized up. He might regret getting back up here. Up high, cross body.
Clearly lost in the moment. He better snap out of it. Spinning kick to the gut. Ooh. And Breaker didn't exact.
Got him right where he wants him.
Power right out at one.
Those one counts getting harder and harder to kick out of.
Whipped into the corner with tremendous force. A reversal. He saw that coming.
Look out. Wait a second. It's The Rock. Looks like he's here to even the odds.
The Rock or Mutiny Mind Games? Unfortunately for the Usos, it looks like it was the latter.
Face buster plants him. Oh no.
He is donning the crimson
From the top. Diving elbow drop. Are you kidding me? And he cuts the pin attempt short.
Big right hand from Main Event.
Main Event, Jey Uso firing up. Oh, boom! Braun dodges just in time.
And he saw that coming from Braun.
Kick to the abdomen. Getting him right into the corner.
Splash under the leg. They finish each other's sentences. They finish each other's moves. That's tag team excellence right there, gentlemen. And a stomp to the gut.
Super kick. Good night.
Ooh, well measured. Ooh.
Brought in the hard way.
It couldn't have felt good being shucked around like that.
But did you guys just see the distance traveled on that toss?
Buster!
Kick to the body.
Off the barricade.
Oh, he slammed his face right into the barricade. And now looking even worse for wear.
Yeah, he could really use a miracle right about now.
In the hard way. Just got thrown around like a sack of you-know-what.
Kick right to the body.
Has to mind the referee here. Has to avoid the count out. Super kick, a double super kick. Braun Breaker hoisting up his opponent. There's the gut check. Braun Breaker in position. Spear! Braun might have brought this to a close.
Into the neck breaker. Beautiful.
And he's going to the top.
Uso
splash!
That might have knocked Breaker out for good. Comes out on top in this tag team match.
Here are your winners, the team of Jimmy Uso and Jey Uso.
A big win that's left us with some bigger questions. Was The Rock taken out backstage? Was he even here?
Hey, enjoy the moment, Saxton. These guys stayed focused.
Do you think The Rock ever even got word that we needed him?
It looked like he saw the match announced on social media, but maybe that was his assistant's assistant posting. Who knows? We've got a TLC tag match at NXT to worry about now.
And this is on their turf now. KO out here talking about reuniting an old team. Could get nasty, Oos. We really might need some serious backup this time. We better reach out to The Rock again, for real. We need all the help we can get.
He made his choice. He's not coming. This is on us now. I've moved on, and so should you.
Then what are we doing, Oos? Was it the whole point to convince Rock to stand with us? If he's not coming, why are we walking into this trap?
Look, Oos, I hear you. We wanted The Rock in our corner, yeah. But maybe this whole thing ain't about getting someone to fight our battles. It's about us standing tall, on our own 2 feet. We step into NXT, face down whatever they got, because that's what the Usos do. We fight. They knock us down, we come back swinging harder. Maybe, just maybe, that'll show everyone. The Rock, the locker room, the whole dang world, how the Usos roll. Always ready, always standing tall. And if that takes us standing alone to prove that point, then that's what we're gonna do. Stand together and stand strong.
Okay, if this is our stand, then let's go light up Mutiny with that Uso fire.
Yeet!
Yeet!
I don't know about you guys, but I'm still reeling from the news that Sami Zayn has joined this fight. And Mutiny.
With the cover, he's going for it. He kicks out before the count hits 2.
He might have been putting the cart before the horse with that pin, but it was worth a try. Precarious position here.
Sent into the corner.
Got them right in the corner.
Stomping. Ouch.
And another big right. Ooh, cover here. And there's a kick out at 1.
Really overzealous going with a pin attempt there.
Oh, no.
You gotta be kidding me! Oh, jeez, falling hard to the outside.
The table practically
From the top, through the air, and connects.
Adrenaline can make you do crazy things. Exhibit A right there. And a stomp to the gut.
Ooh! And he gets delivered back into the ring, fishing for something beneath the ring.
Oh, man. Obviously hoping to take things to...
Take it over!
Going for the win here.
A great counter and a cover. He kicks out instantly.
He is still very much in this.
Big forearm. Big plans for that ladder here.
Yeah, hazardous plans. I'm sure of it.
Ooh, hard contact against the ladder there.
Bad spot for him here. And that ladder is so very unforgiving.
That table has only one destiny, and it involves being broken in half.
Whip to the outside here.
This could be a turning point.
The Usos setting up for something big.
Here they go.
Double cross body to the outside.
Yeet.
I know you're excited, but don't yeet, Saxton.
Broad breaker with a clothesline. Where did he come from?
I have no idea.
And now Jay gets slammed into the steel steps. The mood has quickly changed.
Sami and KO had an ace up their sleeve in Mutiny's enforcer, Braun Breaker.
And now Breaker cinches in the Steiner recliner.
What are these three up to now?
It looks like Mutiny is going to impale him with that chair. Roman Reigns with a spear out of nowhere.
Everyone in this arena is shocked, including both teams.
We've been waiting for the final boss, but instead, the original tribal chief has picked a side. Braun Breaker is reeling.
And they nail Breaker with 1D.
You're not going to get away that easy, Sammy. Time to pay the piper.
Sammy is begging, pleading for forgiveness from the Usos.
He's not going to get it.
Superman punch.
And the double super kick.
That'll do it. What a victory for the Usos in the heart of Mutiny territory with an assist from the head of the table.
Sami Zayn's Mutiny debut was a giant dud.
Thanks to Roman Reigns and the Usos' Herculean effort.
Certainly not the reunion that Sami and KO hoped everyone would be talking about.
And that look says it all, guys. The Usos' courage inspired the OTC to join the fight against Mutiny.
All three family members standing united. They've not just won a match, they've made a statement. Incredible resilience and unity shown here tonight.
Yeet!
I'll allow it.
I might be going out on a limb here, but I'm guessing your family reunions are intense.
You have no idea. But ultimately, the bloodline comes together when it matters most.
Are you saying Jimmy and Roman are on board?
Yeet. They're both ready to take down Mutiny at Survivor Series. Roman's done with sitting on the sideline. He's all in.
And The Rock?
He sent me a text hyping up how many people saw the match.
At least we know he's watching.
Yeah, he's watching the numbers and hearing cha-ching every time someone says Survivor Series. But we're the ones with the real business to handle. What's our next move?
I'm going to SmackDown to see who wants to help us handle that business.
Yeet. Can't wait to see who you're bringing in.
Thanks to you, I'm guessing a few more superstars will be lining up to join us.